What's up? Welcome to the world. All right, so here's the deal. Figuring out what you want to do for college is a freaking challenge. And I did not figure it out until like probably more than halfway into my college career. So I don't really love my major. I'm a political science major. When I first went into poli-sci, I really thought that I was gonna run for president, run for Congress, that type of deal. I got super deep into political science and I realized that politics was not what I wanted to do at all. And I don't want to be a lawyer either. So I got on my notes and we're gonna get into it. There's about 3 types of majors, and one of those is needed for your career. So if you're going to be an engineer, if you're going to be an accountant, you kind of have to get a degree that's within that major. Another type of major is the one that you need for education for a certain career. So like if you want to go to med school, then you're going to have to take bio. And that last type of degree that you can get is one that you need for career preparation. I find that people think that graduate school is the new bachelor degree. Maybe it's just where I live, but a lot of people, it's almost required that you get just a general bachelor's degree. But what does that mean about actually deciding your major then? I want to give 4 tips for choosing a major from someone who doesn't love their major. So the first tip is to think about what you actually want to learn. So what is fun for you to learn? What is interesting for you to learn? And what kind of projects do you want to complete? And what kind of homework do you want to do? What classes will you not dread going to? So when I was in the early stages of my poli-sci degree, I loved my policy classes. I absolutely loved them because the projects that I was doing were projects that I actually wanted to do in real life. I wanted to be writing memos. I wanted to be creating policy plans. I wanted to be analyzing law. And then later on in my degree, I was analyzing philosophy and reading the Federalist Papers all day long, and I hated everything. When you're trying to figure out what you want to learn, like what you're passionate about, you actually want to talk to some different people who know what you're passionate about, but you don't want to give others' opinions, others' expectations, your perceptions of other people's expectations too much weight, because ultimately you're going to decide what you're going to be doing for the next 2, 3, 4 years. You're going to be the one who's deciding what classes you're going to sit in, what teachers you want to hear from, and what projects you want to be doing. And then some other things to think about are like what you were passionate about as a little kid. What are your hobbies? Do you want to turn those into a career? Do you want to talk with your friends about the things that you're learning? It's kind of like, oh, do you have a crush on your major? It's like, do you want to tell your friends everything about them? The second thing that I think you should think about is not doing something just because it comes easily to you, but doing something that you actually want to grow in. Poli-sci comes really easy to me. I get really good grades in philosophy, even though it takes me hours to read and comprehend. I know how to synthesize information. It comes pretty easily to me. But it doesn't fulfill me to do that. Sometimes people say to do what's easy to you, but I don't think it should be too easy. And a lot of times, things that we don't feel fulfilled in are easy for us. But you really want to find your why. You want to choose a major that you see helping you in your career in the long term. And I know that every major that you take will help you in some way. I know that even my major is going to help me in some way. But it's not initially what I think I would have wanted to choose. My third tip is to find people that you want to ride with. I mean, I'm talking about professors that you like, TAs that you like, administrators that you like. I want you to find people that you want to be friends with. You want to find people who have similar goals and passions as you. And I know this is different in some cases because sometimes you have a specific career that you want, and the people in your major maybe you don't like, but I want you to really think about it because it's hard to survive for so long on spite. Just because you want to be better than all the rest of the people in your career doesn't mean that it's going to be like mentally healthy for you in the long term to force yourself through being around those people. And you don't even have to make friends in your major. I didn't make friends in my major until last year. But just think about the people that you want to be around. Do they have similar goals and values as you? If not, maybe it's okay to switch. The fourth thing that I want to recommend, and I think this is the most important thing, is to take your time. I don't see college going away anytime soon, so you can take a minute, think on what you want to do, really, really think about it. It's a lot of time, it's a lot of money to put into college, so don't worry about it. You can always go back to school. Okay, people are coming to the park. Goodbye. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. I think it's becoming more and more prevalent. Wow, I'm really nervous, can you guys tell? I think it's becoming more and more prevalent? I think it's becoming more and more